Everybody, and welcome to the Funkable Operator Podcast. This is Jay Funkadelic speaking, the Funkable Operator himself. Okay, today's topic, let's talk about Max B and Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane is a legend. Big Daddy Kane is very iconic. He really inspired me to be a dope rapper, okay? If it was for Kane, I would never put my pen to the paper, I'm sorry. Big Daddy Kane is one of the favorite artists I really enjoy, listening to, since Long Live the Kane, since he did that record from Prism, Something Funky, and let's get into it. Big Daddy Kane's been around way before Max B. This is Jay Funkadelic, the Funkable Operator, telling the facts about Big Daddy Kane, about his lyricism and his poets that he's been writing his rhymes since he was a young boy and doing his thing. He came from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Rest in peace, shout out to DJ Mr. C. I really missed him so much. He was my idol from DJing on the turntables, making mashups on the Set It Off show on Rock the Bells Radio. Before that was Hot 97, and then he was on Radio 103.9. Big Daddy Kane is an iconic brother with the flat top and the three-finger ring and a fat gold chain. We all know Max B tried to diss him, but Big Daddy Kane had to smoke him on one of his records. Don't you know there's a lot of people that go after old school rappers and they're not really feeling their vibe, but that's very disrespectful. Selling out the culture, you can't even try to do that because a lot of people are going to be hating if and so or whatnot. Big Daddy Kane is a legend. How many of y'all like Big Daddy Kane? Okay? Respect his authorities. Respect his minority to majority. The Get Raw, Set It Off, Ain't No Half Steppin', Smooth Operator, and all those dudes that we all talk about in hip-hop. I remember seeing Fat Joe was blasting Max B. Max B's cool, but Big Daddy Kane has been out way before Max B in French Montana. Okay? Big Daddy Kane is a real legend. You're going to respect him. You got to give him his flowers. You got to respect him as a man that he really is today in hip-hop history. Big Daddy Kane, he's one of the best rappers that ever existed. If it wasn't for Kane, there'd be no Jay-Z, there'd be no Biggie, there'd be no nobody in rap trying to sound like the brother. Big Daddy Kane is one of the best artists that we all look at, that he paid the way for a lot of rappers that he put Brooklyn hip-hop on the map. And especially Tupac Shakur. We all know Big Daddy Kane is one of my favorite rappers of all time. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane is one of those rappers that we all like in hip-hop history since he's been with the Juice Crew with DJ Marley Marl and all those other dudes in hip-hop history today. You know what I'm saying? That you all love seeing and hear. This is how I represent from seeing Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? That was a recent picture. That was at Grandmaster Cash's birthday party. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Sorry for the stuttering. But this is Big Daddy Kane with me, Jay Funkadelic, the Funkable Operator himself. You know what I'm saying? Big Daddy Kane is one of the best artists that we love in hip-hop history today, as y'all all know it. He is a poet. He's a lyricist, and he knows what he's doing on the pen and the paper just to write around when he says, "Oh, shish," and saying all those, poetry rhymes from the ladies and taking it to the mainstream and the underground. Big Daddy Kane is one of my favorite artists that y'all be seeing in hip-hop history, knowing that he is one of the best rappers that I heard of since so far. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to respect Kane. You know what I'm saying? You better give him his flowers. He's been in the game since day one, back in the late 80s. Big Daddy Kane is one of my favorite rappers of all time. He's in my top 5 as well, too. Since like Rakim, KRS-One, Coogee Rap, and Public Enemy, and so on with Slick Rick, Ice-T, and getting ready to crumble from what I'm really talking about. And you know, getting it on from the record straight. We all know that, Black Pearl, why don't you join my live, my brother? We need to talk real hip hop stuff on this thing, all right, brother? I want you to be my special guest on the Funkable Operator podcast. Yo, Black
Peace and
Pearl,
blessing.
what up, my brother?
Yo,
How's everything?
can't complain, brother. How you doing? I see you doing your thing, bro. That's good. I like that.
Yeah, I'm still writing my rhymes down in the studio.
Okay.
I'm writing my own lyrics in the studio, brother.
You got a new album, right? You're gonna be working on. Me and you
Yeah,
discussed
it's gonna
that.
be one of my featured artists, bro.
Yeah, you know I got your back, bro. Come on, man. We in the same
That's my
game. We in the
word,
same
man.
community.
We get it on. We don't
Yeah,
spit no mumble
for
rap. A lot
sure,
of people
man.
ain't feeling my records,
Hey, don't
but I don't
worry
give a
about
fuck
that. You
about that.
keep
You know what I'm
pushing,
saying?
bro. You got good quality music, man. It's just a lot of these
Yeah.
people.
So some of these people don't know how to behave on one of my records. Some
yeah.
people like to listen to it for a few seconds and they want to turn it off.
That's because they're getting the emotion out of it. See, that's all you're a winner. You still win.
Yeah.
When you get an emotion out of them, that's all I want. I don't care if you like it
I
or
talk
not.
about real life and facts about hip hop and stuff.
Yes,
You know
I
what I'm
know that.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that for a fact, dude. I was in the studio with you last year. Come on, you know.
Yeah, you're gonna be in
I
the
see how
studio
you
this
get
year.
down.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
you get
get
in
more
there.
artists to be in the studio.
Right. You get in there, you write your stuff, man. That's good, and you put it out there. You got more albums than I got. I know I got about 15 in my archives, maybe a little bit more. But I mean, you're amazing, dude. You're
Yeah, I know.
amazing, dude, because you don't
The
stop.
people
You
that
don't
killing
stop the
my shit,
body rock.
people like to throw me off the bus.
Yeah, but
I'm
see
not
that.
getting my flowers. I'm not getting my props. I've been rapping since back in the day before I came out with a studio album.
Yeah, but you take your
It took
props.
a lot of practice how to be a dope MC because back in the day, I was listening to hip hop and facts and rap about a lot of good things in life.
Right, I feel you on that too, though. But the main thing is you enter the arena. You know what I'm saying? You enter
Yeah,
the arena, and you rolling like Rush, man. Don't let nobody tell you not, because you
I got
got
a lot of hip
MC.
hop books that I collected. I
Oh
got
yeah, okay, yeah.
I just ordered the Hip Hop Odyssey book. It's a big ass book. It cost me $100 something to get that.
Okay, well that's like a classic archive that you keep in the archives. You know what I mean? You hold on to that. That's history. Every
Yeah,
piece
exactly.
of
It
literature.
is history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's history, bro.
You're my
That's
special
what's up
guest on
too.
the Funkable Operator podcast, brother.
Hey, bro, you know how I do. I show love, bro. I don't care
Show
how
love.
big
Don't
I
back
get.
down to nothing.
Yeah,
Get
right.
it
I
in.
keep rolling. Because a lot of people ain't going to like your music, but you know what? Who fucking cares? They don't like
Who cares?
themselves.
If you don't like my music,
Yeah, they don't like
just like the
themselves.
punk ass garage in the bars in the garage podcast don't like my shit. I
I don't.
send them I emailed one of my records and he's like, ooh, I don't like this shit. I'm like, fuck out of here.
But see, for every person that don't like it, there's two more that do. That's why I learned
Yeah.
in this business.
They want to
I
hear
worry about the
old
people.
gangster rap and thinking they're the shit and making me like they want to leave me out the picture from me spitting bars. Hot 97 was like that too, because I send them the wrong record and they played it and they wasn't feeling it.
See, that's what a lot of MCs fail at. They get discouraged. Sometimes, people can say something, but it's the opposite. They really feeling it. You
Yeah,
understand? Reverse
exactly.
psychology to break you down, to break your infrastructure mind-wise down. If you believe in your music, then you know you got something cooking. Because you don't
Yes, I
lie
do
to
got
yourself.
something cooking. You're damn right.
Right. You don't lie to yourself. You can't hide from yourself. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Everywhere
I
you
can't
go,
hide from
there you
myself.
are. Right? There you go. So I don't pay people no mind, because all they want to hear is this new wave pop rap bullshit.
Yeah,
Garbage. I
exactly.
call it industry garbage. You understand?
Yeah,
It's
I know.
nothing
I
that can
understand, brother.
it's nothing that can replace the 90s vibe music. What artists out here now, Drake, none of them can match
Yeah,
the elements
exactly.
of LL Cool
I don't know
J.
how to listen to Drake. His music is. Yeah, I'm not really feeling his vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like he acts like a real stud man in hip hop today. You know?
He's a pop rapper to me. He's a pop rapper. They don't
Yeah, he's a
exist
pop
in my
rapper.
world. Yeah,
Like Harris One said at the concert, stop calling these R&B cats rappers.
yeah, exactly. I
They
agree
want to
with him
call
too, though.
R&B cats rappers for some type of reason that they rap and they sing like they do that mumble shit. They rap with an old
Yeah, mumble rap,
and they
all
never
that shit is
said a dope
garbage.
lyric in their
Yeah,
life, like Young Dog and all them people that I
yeah,
can't even
garbage,
stand
garbage,
listening to,
garbage.
and they want to be fronting and say all this crazy bull BS or whatnot.
You know, I figured when some of the young cats came into the game that they was gonna follow the blueprint and sprinkle it a little extra. They didn't do
Yeah.
that. You know, they fucked it up with all that pop rap and mumble rap. That's not hip hop, dude.
No,
That's
it's
not
not
real
hip
hip
hop.
hop,
Damn
bro.
right it ain't hip hop, brother.
Yeah, it's garbage music. It's garbage music, bro. I don't care
Yeah, it
what
is garbage.
nobody say. I'm
I don't
waiting for
listen to
somebody
that
to
nonsense.
challenge me
I
on
know.
that.
Do you still like the ultramagnetic MCs?
Of course, Cool Keith, my man. I was at his studio about a week ago recording over there, dude. I
What
went out
about
to
with Cool
Bayside.
Keith?
Cool Keith, me and Cool Keith grew up together, bro. Me, Cool Keith, Almighty KG, Kevy Cab,
Yeah.
Master
Rest
Rob
in
used to
peace
live on
to Tim
Sheridan.
Dog.
We lived on Selvin.
Rest in
So
peace.
we
Shout out
all,
to Tim Dog. A lot of people say music was whack because
well, you know something?
Tim Dog was
That's
underrated
Keith,
when
man.
he didn't have
I don't really
albums.
know too much about him, but that, yeah, him and Keith was tight. I know that. Him and Keith did a lot of work
Yeah, Tim
together, you
Dog
know.
was the shit. I used to love Tim Dog.
Yeah, everybody got
I
their
don't care what
favorites.
people say about Tim Dog. Tim Dog was in his prime. You know what I'm saying? When he came out with that on Step Timmy, and he did a record with KRS One.
Yeah.
You better stop hating on Tim Dog. I love Tim Dog
It's
as
going
an artist. Okay,
hating.
he's one of the realest dudes. Did you know Tim Dog worked as a security in my building one time?
That's we got to start from
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah,
Everybody
like
got a
years
story
ago.
to tell on that, bro.
He was the security guard in my building, Tim Dog. But I didn't have a camera phone that time. One time I
Right.
went to New Hampshire. I was rapping with Shock G and Humpty Hump back in
Okay.
New
Okay.
Hampshire
Yeah.
back in 1998.
That's the best music,
And
bro.
they
The
were doing a
'90s
movie
vibe.
called Fishes Out of Water, but the movie was never released. And I met Saphir before he passed. I met Shock G. I met a lot of good rappers.
We bringing back the '90s vibe because
You got
real
to bring
school
back
do
the
it hip
90s.
hop.
A lot of people
They
are
don't
sleeping
wax it
on
up. We got to
the
go
real
back
hip
to the
hop.
real.
You know what I'm saying? When I
Yeah.
do when I DJ with Funkville Radio, I play the new underground hip hop. I don't play that trap nonsense. I don't do that bullshit.
Yeah. Shit is
That Willie
garbage,
played
man.
out
All
there.
that shit is
I
garbage. It's
played
not even
trap music, but
certified.
I was playing a mix of trap, but I wasn't really feeling it. So
I
I got
never
tired
was
of playing
feeling it.
all that mumble rap they did. I wasn't really feeling the vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? Even, Funkmaster Flex be playing like a lot of good
He
stuff,
ain't even
but
really the real funk master. The real funk master is Funk Master Wiz. Everybody knows that. Way before he came along, Funk Master Wiz was terrorizing the radio. I stink
yeah,
because I'm funky. Bellevue patient. You know what I'm saying? Put that
yeah,
head out. Go back into the archives. The only funk master I know is Funk Master
Mr.
Wicked
Wizard
Wiz, man.
Wiz.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's my dude. Me and that dude, we like this. We roll. We used to roll together, man. He taught me a lot about the rap game that a lot of these
Rest in
so-called
peace.
pioneers was
I
trying to
heard you
hold
told
me
me that
back
Albie
from
Al
learning.
passed away.
Who?
Albie Al, no, not Albie Al. Al something.
Oh, I know the last
Albie
person I
Al.
heard was JDL from the Cold Crush. I mean, my condolences go out to him.
Yeah, the
You
Cold
know?
JBL from the Cold Crush. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I used to bump into
That
him on
was my
Fordham
dude.
Road a lot. He used to hang up there,
Yeah,
on Fordham Road over there. I would come
watching
through there
the
sometime.
Warriors.
I would buy
I remember
some
watching a little
Franks
bit
and
of clip of the
some soda or
Warriors.
something.
You know, the Warriors been out since I was a toddler. Warriors movie. They shot some season in Coney Island.
You gotta stay focused and stay grounded with this rap music. Don't let people take you out of your character or
No,
make you
they're
change
not
your
doing that
style.
because even if I go to Bushwick Collective, Grill and Nems said the P word at me, called me a pussy, and he's been talking crazy about me. The
Hey,
last time I
bad
went to see
publicity is good
Nems,
publicity too, though. Wait a minute. Bad publicity is just as good as good publicity. He got your name in his mouth, so obviously you living in his head, bro. So leave
yeah,
that alone.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I left it
Yeah,
alone.
that's publicity. He's
I see him
mentioning
all the
your
time on
name.
Instagram, and he be posting a lot of crazy stuff.
Good.
Like doing the
You
looking
living in his
respected
head, bro.
videos, and he does that to everybody. He
You
likes
living
to play
inside
games
his
with
head.
everybody. That's what like he does. You know what I'm saying? He does that to a lot of people.
Yeah,
Trust me,
but
he does
see,
that
bad
to a lot of hip
publicity is
hop
good
heads
too.
out there.
Look, you
Well,
talking bad about me, hey,
I
bro.
was
I
speaking to
like that.
I was speaking to Adolf Assassin, the one that
Yeah.
did that record Ghetto Girl, Adolf the Assassin was like playing when he has a studio in his house. He was telling me about staying away from Gorilla Them. So I'm gonna stay away from him. I'm not gonna even talk to him if I go there.
If he don't respect your hustle, you wasting your time even trying to give him any of your energy. Would you give him your money? No.
Hell
So don't
no.
give him your energy.
I don't give.
Ignore him.
I don't give him my energy.
Yeah, I don't give out my
You know what I
energy,
felt
man.
like
You got to
doing?
earn
One of
my
him.
energy. My energy is powerful.
I would like to battle Gorilla Them. See how he likes it. Maybe I'll smoke his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like in a rap. Yeah, I think he's asking me for a rap battle because he's jealous of me. He thinks
Yep.
he's better than me. No, hell no.
You're going to get a lot of
He
that in
thinks
this
he's the
industry,
shit. He
bro.
thinks he's all that. He thinks he's all
That's why
that
I
with a
cut a
bag
lot
of
of
chips
dudes
and a
off,
dick.
man. Go out to my man Yorkie from Triangle Studios. How you doing, brother? If you see this
You know,
podcast,
America's
man.
Jackass song was like a storyline from because I'm trying to defend myself from Gorilla Nems to do that storyline record.
Right.
I was only defending myself from not getting dissed by a rapper. And
Yeah,
for
but
any
when they
rapper that
do
dissed
that,
me in
they giving you
reality,
publicity. That's why I
I
don't
gotta
talk
freak
bad
out.
about no other rapper. If I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you. You don't exist in my world. You
Yeah,
know?
because it came out with an album called America's Sweetheart. And
Yeah.
I flip it over and say America's Jackass. Because he likes to talk crazy a lot to a lot of people.
You got to worry about what you got going on, bro. You
Yeah,
got a lot
exactly.
going on. You got to
I'm
stay
not gonna,
grounded and stay
Gorilla Nems
focused,
came out
man.
with another album. I shall boom you. I'm like, who the hell are you gonna boom? You ain't booming me.
Yeah. A
Because
lot of people.
that breakfast, lunch, and dinner snack, you fat ass. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like call me a pussy when you see me. You want to
Yeah, just words.
criticize me and say all this
It,
stupid stuff.
it take an immature man to call another man a pussy. Anybody knows that. It takes a very
Yeah, I'm not.
immature man
Listen, I don't
with a
like
very
being called
immature mind
a Nick.
to even
I
speak
don't like to be
words like
called a
that.
Negro because I'm not black. I'm not a black man. God made me Italian. I know you're
Right.
black. I don't
And
want
you
to say the
should
N
be
word to
proud of
nobody.
it too.
I say
I'm,
brother. I don't say the N word. I don't say what's up, my Negro. I don't
right,
say
right.
that.
There you go. There you go.
I
There
don't
you
say
go.
I don't say what's up, my Nigga. I don't say that to anybody. I did it back in the past, but I stopped it. I don't because I don't want black people to get offended if I say the N word too much.
I mean, it's part of the hip hop culture. A lot of people are saying,
Did you hear about when Max B tried to diss Big Daddy Kane? He won
yeah, I
a
heard
boxing.
about that. Yeah, yeah,
Bob
it gets
said
to
they're
me.
doing that
Yeah,
in Summer Jam.
it gets to me. It definitely, definitely gets to me. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, like I said, man, they like to keep a lot of nonsense going. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
dark
exactly.
energy. Yeah, it's called dark energy, man. Oh,
Dark energy.
look, I'm gonna
Like
prove
pitch
it to you
black
right
dark
now.
energy.
All right, wait, let me say something. You notice how all rock and roll stars, they congratulate each other, right? The
Yeah,
Rolling Stones, Quiet Riot, wherever they all
yeah,
respect one another. All the jazz artists and the jazz genre of music, they all respect each other. All the
exactly.
R&B, rap is the only genre of music where you got a bunch of fucking idiots, man.
Yeah,
Ghetto, their
exactly.
minds are so ghetto,
Now you're playing with
you know?
power like Nintendo, bro.
Yeah, they like Dino from Flintstone. That's all they do, man. They don't know how to
Yeah.
congratulate and respect another man's island. You know what I mean?
You
They
like
want to
A
keep a
Boogie,
lot of
man,
shit
because he's
going
not
on.
even a rapper to me. A Boogie with the hoodie, man. I'm not really
Oh, I
feeling
heard,
his
yeah, A
music.
Boogie.
He's
Yeah,
not a
that name
rapper.
sound familiar.
People think he's a rapper, but he's not. Because I heard one of his records, he don't even sound like he's rhyming.
He just talking.
He's not rhyming like he's talking.
Yeah, he's
He
just
don't do
talking,
none of that.
guy. Yeah, he's just talking. Wow. Now, you know what though? The main thing is you got your platform. You got a platform, brother. You got to realize that. So a lot of people gonna come at you because it's jealousy. You got to recognize jealousy, man, and
Yeah.
through jokes and through
People
people
gonna
put it in the
start
folder
dissing
as
me.
I call it. Yeah,
I've been
they
studying a lot
jealous
of
of you, bro.
KRS-One like wordplay. I've been studying a lot of KRS-One background wordplay. You know what I'm saying? But I don't bite off for KRS-One. I just spit my own shit
Yeah,
that
you
that
just
that,
being
that he
you.
tries
Nobody
to
can be
do.
you but you, bro. Nobody can be you but you. So when people say stuff like that, they taking pop shots at your character and your craft. That's why you gotta like
Yeah.
86 them. Go over there. Oh yeah, that's how you feel. All right, go over there with the rest of the chain of fools. Stand over there till I tell you come back over here, which is gonna be never. I ain't got time for
Never.
that, man. My energy goes towards creativity and to
Yep.
keep the ball rolling. Yeah, to keep the Black Pearl movement rolling. If
The
you ain't
Black Pearl
rolling with the
movement
Black Pearl
rolling.
movement, then fuck you too. Look, this is
Yeah,
what I tell them.
exactly.
Fuck you too. You're nobody to me. So I
Yeah,
say you're
F you
somebody.
also. Not you though, but the other
Yeah.
the other rappers. Yeah, the rappers that like to talk a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I stay away from them. That's dark energy, brother. When you're a positive brother, you got no business even receiving dark
I
energy. You
got the
supposed to
rhyme book of
ward that shit
Grandmaster
right
Caz.
off, bro.
I purchased when I went to Grandmaster Cash's event. I purchased the Grandmaster Cash rhyme book.
Oh, he got a rhyme book out. That's cool.
Yeah, the art of rhyme with Grandmaster Cash.
Okay, where was this event? Where was this event at?
This event like a couple of months ago.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. Because
I
I know
went
they
to see
had a
Lil
Warren
Herc. I was
G.
so
They
busy.
canceled Warren
The
G.
other day, I went to an Ice-T concert. I went to see Ice-T in Bleecker Street. I
Oh, okay,
went to
that's
see
down where I
I
live at.
went to
Yeah, I
see
live down by
Ice-T in
Bleecker.
Bleecker
Yeah,
Street,
I live down by
and I
Bleecker.
got a photo with DJ Evil E, and I
Oh
got
yeah,
a
DJ
photo with
Evil E.
Morzez.
Yeah, okay. How was
Evil
the
E's my
show?
man. I like Evil E. Remember that record that Ice-T did back in the day, Evil E, What About Sex? I got that on cassette tape and CD.
I liked
The
it.
Ozone
I liked it.
Gangsta album was the hottest Ice-T album ever
Ryan
heard.
Page, man. Ryan Page set the
The
trend.
Ziploc record is fire.
Yeah.
That Ziploc record is dope. I love that hip hop record called Ziploc.
Ryan Page set the trend for gangster rap, bro. I liked that album. That was a bad
Yeah,
album, bro.
Even too
Yeah,
short. And
it gave you a look at the LA streets,
Toddy
because I
T with
always wonder what was
Batarang
going on over there
got,
in them
you know?
days. How was it over there? So he
Yeah.
gave a remarkable display of rhymology, and I thank you, Ice Chief, for that. Because you, Too Short, and LL Cool J, y'all
What about
made me
Charlie
step my
Jam?
game up.
Remember that rapper Charlie Jam?
Yeah, a lot of them, a lot of them, like those dudes, they faded in and faded out. They didn't stay until people remember them as a household name. You know what I mean? Toddy
Yeah.
T, there's a lot of them. Toddy T,
Yeah, and
MC
Ant
Twist.
Banks.
Yeah, they
You had
wasn't really
Spice One,
serious, man. They
Snoop
jumped
Dogg, you
in.
had Dr. Dre, you had NWA, Negroes with Attitude, and you
Yeah,
had
Young
CPO.
MC, a lot of them dudes, they faded in, jumped in and they faded. They went into obscurity. See,
One
here I
time
am,
back in the
still
day, I
down
was
and dirty.
watching. Yeah, listen, let me tell you something. One day I was watching a video on Young TV Raps. There was a video called Ballad of a Menace. And that video was so dope. I like the CPO. When he was trying to go to an NWA concert and security had to push him back. Rest in peace to CPO, to Hell in Black. That was the name of the album.
Okay.
The album was dope. It sounded better than the stuff that they play today.
Of course, nothing tops 90 vibe, late 80s, 90s vibe rap music. No rap
Yeah,
music,
exactly.
no Tehran can touch it. That's why they jealous. That's why they keep
Yeah, they're
trying
jealous.
to
Yeah, they
bury it.
don't
They
like
keep
my
trying to
music coming
bury it.
from. There's
You
a guy
know?
that I know. There's a guy that I know from Tron Recording Studios. Before he had his fame, name was Dice Peso,
Oh
and
yeah,
he
yeah,
sounds
Dice
kind
Peso.
of like he's got an auto tune voice. He's like the son of Roger Troutman.
Oh yeah, Roger Troutman.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah. God bless him.
he
Yeah.
sounds
I
like
remember
Roger
Roger Troutman.
Troutman when he's rapping.
I wanna be yo. And he made that song, I Wanna Be Your Man. My girl kept singing that. I said, yeah, well, I'm already your man. So why you singing that
Yeah,
song?
he sounds like Roger Troutman discovered him.
Yeah. I mean, 90s vibe. Nothing can top the 90s vibe. That's
Yeah,
why
a
we
lot of
bringing it
people want
back.
to sound like Roger Troutman.
Yeah, he was talented though. Roger Troutman, rest in peace. Very
Oh,
talented musician and artist, bro. Very, very talented. I give props to props is due. You know what I'm saying? I got
yeah,
the new
got you.
album out too. We just dropped The Unwritten Book. It's on all platforms. It's on all
Okay.
nationwide platforms, the streaming sites. Black Pearl, The Unwritten Book, featuring a hit
Yeah,
single, Jeffrey Dahmer. I got a song about Jeffrey Dahmer. Nobody never penned the Jeffrey Dahmer song like the way I
Jeffrey
penned this
Dahmer.
one. Yeah, I went in. I went
Okay.
in deep. I went in. It's on all the sites, YouTube, Overcast, Pocket Cast, and I'm getting ready to drop. The next one is the Prime Cut, Black Pearl, the Prime
The
Cuts.
prom cuts. I'll be seeing you doing your thing. You be sending me a lot of messages on your
Yeah,
Facebook
I
and
got a single
Instagram,
coming out
and I've been
June
checking you
14th.
out.
The Streets is Over. The single for that is coming out June 14th. We
The
just wanted to
bridge is
make that
over.
a single.
That's
Yeah,
the
the
joint
Streets
you're
is
making
over.
my KRS One.
Yeah, the Streets is over though, because niggas ain't gonna let you be making all that big money selling no dope no more, no crack. That's why I'm
The
saying the
streets
Streets
is
is
over.
over.
Got you.
Yeah. That's the name of the singles coming out June 14th on United Masters. They're gonna put it everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere June
Yeah, mine was
14th.
gonna come out on my 50th birthday,
When's your birthday again?
October 8th. I'll be
Oh,
50 this year.
So you'll be in the studio about September.
I think so. Like early October, I'll be doing the last section. I was looking.
Got When you independent, you gotta grind harder than you gotta
I
grind
was
two, three
looking to do
times harder
25 tracks
than
this year.
a guy with $1 million budget.
I was
So that's
looking to
why I
do
keep putting my
25
shit out there.
tracks.
Yeah, I got the new podcast too, Talk Trash, The Vibe with Mark Ruger. It's on
Yeah, put
YouTube.
me on there,
Yeah.
bro. Maybe I
Oh
can go
yeah, we
on
gonna
with
get you on there. Yeah. We already
you.
talked about guests. You the first one I had in mind. You the first one in mind. So I gotta meet you one day when we filming. We'll bring the camera somewhere and
Yeah,
we'll take it from
exactly.
there.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna get you on there. Don't worry, bro. You ain't even gotta sweat that with me, man. I'm a man of my word.
You don't
I
have to
mean
pay
what
to
I
be
say,
on
I don't
there.
say what I
I don't
mean.
have to. You don't have to charge me no money for that, right?
Nah, man, come on, man. This is just a pearl, baby.
All
Don't
right.
charge you, man. Come on now.
Nah, I don't charge. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not right. A
When
lot of
people
people want to
start doing
charge.
that, I leave them
Just,
alone.
just
Because it
like, just
shows
like
me
when,
that they don't
just like
respect
when,
my
just
craft.
like when that rapper JoJo Pellegrino charged
Oh
me
yeah, I
five
remember him.
thousand.
Yeah, Jojo Pellegrino. Yeah. I think he said his family was mob related, right? Didn't he claim
Yeah.
that? Yeah, that's what he claimed. I don't know. Maybe it's true or not, but I don't really care about stuff like that. You know what I mean?
No, I
I
don't care
care
about
about
it
what I'm
either.
trying to do and where
I
I'm
don't have
going.
to be on JoJo Pellegrino's records. I don't have to. I
I
like
think
to
he
do
got a
it for nothing,
podcast
not to
too,
pay 5,000. That's enough. That's enough money to buy a big ass air conditioner.
How much he charged to get on his show?
5,000 to do a record with him, like a collab.
Okay. Tell him to hold
This
that
other
thought. Tell
chick,
him Black
this
Pearl
other
said
chick
hold that
want to
thought.
charge me $100 to be on one of her records. I'm like, no. I want to do it for the love of hip hop, the
Yeah,
culture.
right.
You know what
If
I'm
you're
saying?
not doing it for the love of hip
I have
hop,
a
then
lot in
yeah.
store for what I do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of rappers don't respect what I do. They
Yeah,
never heard
well,
me before. I
like I
tried
said,
the other day. I was looking for Nas. I couldn't find the guy. I was
he's
looking for
all over, man.
Nas in
Nas
a
is a busy
Rockefeller
dude.
Center with AZ, and I didn't see Nas come. I stayed there till 7 o'clock at night. And Nas already left. I'm like, come on, it's getting late. I want to go home. I told the brother, I'm gonna see him another time.
Where was this event at?
They was doing a Jimmy Fallon event.
Okay.
Jimmy Fallon was there, and the only rapper that I saw was AZ. He's got a new album. He's got a new
Yeah, I know. I see the
podcast, Do or
posters
Die
up
Trio.
around my way.
And
Yeah,
I heard
yeah,
it's
it looks
nice.
nice. The artwork is nice. I like the artwork. Artwork is real crafty, real
Yeah,
crafty. I see
AZ's one
brothers
of
is
my
coming
favorite
back with
rappers, just
the
like
good
Nas.
covers,
But
huh?
I like to meet. The only rapper I need to meet is Nas, Ice Cube. There's a lot of rappers I want to meet, but they're hard to meet. You know what I'm saying? Because security be on their asses all the time.
Yeah, well, you know the story with that, man. Would you want
Yeah,
somebody just coming up to you, grabbing
I
on
just
you and
thought
stuff?
about
No.
what they were doing. If they got a lot of security, I don't mess with them. I leave them out. Stay out
I
there.
was in Midtown. I was on 45th Street. I see a bunch of kids on the other side. So they pointing and they getting excited. So I said to myself, oh shit. I hope this ain't gonna be no trouble. They said, oh, you the Black Pearl. They start grabbing on me. They start pulling out their pens and stuff. So I was signing my name on they shirts and stuff. I thought it was trouble. I'm
Yeah,
on 45th going southbound. They going northbound. And they across the
yeah.
street at the light, they pointing. I see all these kids, about 9 or 10 of them, they pointing at me. I'm like, oh
Wow.
shit, what they pointing at me for like that? Then they just
Yeah.
surround me and say, you the Black Pearl. We see you on Facebook, man. You be all over with your cameras and stuff. Oh, can we have your autograph? It made me feel good, I ain't gonna lie. It made
When
me
I
feel
put out
good.
autographs too, when I was at an event with Vero G, because I was talking about you with Vero G because I did a record with you. The last album I did like 2 years ago was Rise Funkable 3, a second decade after, and there was a girl that I put on the record called "Y'all Show You Shit Is Real," and Eva was spitting. I wrote the rhyme for her.
Okay.
I wrote one verse to Eve that she didn't want to curse. She cursed a little bit, but she was dope. I liked her. She was a nice lady. I haven't seen her in a long time. She changed her email. I
Okay.
don't have her connect for a phone or nothing.
Right.
She
Well,
doesn't
you'll bump
answer.
into it. If you keep going to the events and stuff, I'm sure you'll be surprised. You might bump right into it, Because a
Yeah.
lot of them go today. I can't get to
I
all the industry
if
events
they
because
had
I've been
if they had a
busy.
hip hop event leaving college, and if I ran into her, I'll give her a big ass hug and a kiss and all that.
Right. I got the new music video out too. Used to be a pimp. That's on United Master. The song is on United
Yeah.
Master, but the video, my man Mark Ruger. Once again, peace and blessings to Mark Ruger, Ruger
So
Records Productions.
Jermaine Bright with his studio time, He moved. Like I think I'm gonna have to learn how to get to the studio on time at 5 o'clock because sometimes I
15
be
bucks,
sleeping.
bro. Get off at 166 and Third Avenue and walk up the hill. The 15
So he's
bucks.
no longer. So he's no longer in East Tremont. In East
Nah,
Tremont
he been
right now.
gone, bro. He been gone. He called me and let me know when he was getting ready to move, but he didn't give me the address, so I was ready to go through there. When I
Yeah,
came through
because
there,
when you book a
I
studio
found through
check,
with
he's gonna
ease.
give you the address. He gave
Yeah,
you
I
the
found through
address
with ease.
already.
It's a nice building, though. It's a nice building. It's a nice building, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna
But
come over there. I'm gonna invite you over there. I gotta book
yeah,
the session. I gotta book the session first, and then you come through. I'm gonna put you on one of my records that I'm working on, that I'm writing
yeah.
down.
What's the next?
I'm a I'm a
What's the
forever
next?
write my rhymes on a pen and paper. I don't do it on a phone. I write my own lyrics on a pen and a paper,
That's the
on a
original way
white
to
sheet
do it.
paper.
Yeah, that's how I do it. So I got it in my
Yeah, you
archives, you
have to
know.
do it like that.
Yeah, got it in my
Because
archives. I
some of
don't
these
put that
rappers
shit in my
rap
phone.
rhyme on
No,
their
I'm not
phone,
doing all that.
and it don't even taste good. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I stick to the old way, how we did it. We, writing
Yeah,
it down on a pen
a
and the
lot of rappers,
pad,
old school
and make
rappers, used to
sure
write their
you,
lyrics.
huh?
A lot of old school rappers wrote their lyrics down on a piece of paper and pen,
Yeah,
just
that's
like
how
Big
Cool
Daddy Kane
Keith do
did that.
it.
A lot of rappers did that, and they got credit for it.
Yeah, that's why I write it on pad. I got pads. I got a treasure chest of notebooks for old stuff that I never
Yeah,
recorded. That I start pulling out and update it. And go. A
yeah,
lot of the stuff is good songs, bro. But
exactly.
I continue to write new stuff too, because I got capital, petty crimes, capital punishment. That's gonna be another single I'm gonna drop. Petty crimes, capital
Big Pun
punishment.
did that. Capital
Who?
Punishment. He did that record. He did the album called Capital Punishment, and he came
Who?
out with a song with it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't copyright titles.
No, you can't copyright nobody's
Yeah,
titles.
yeah.
The last album I
I could make the same. I
recorded
could
was
make the
called Lyrics
same
Forever.
record, and I could use the same title, and you can't do nothing about it. As long as my lyrics are not your lyrics. I'm not saying what you said. You can
Yeah,
copyright
exactly.
lyrics, but you can't copyright titles for albums or
No,
movies.
hell
You
no,
can't
you
do that.
can't. You can't
Yeah,
copyright titles.
yeah.
You
You
can't.
see
That's
how
how you
Death
get
Wish,
sued for
Bruce
that.
Willis came back years later with Death Wish, right?
I
Charles
remember
Bronson
when.
was the original.
Listen, rest in peace to Biz Markie, right? There
Yeah.
was a record he did called Alone Again. He bit off that guy. He bit off like an old R&B singer, and he got sued for that.
Yeah, I know. I
He
remember
got
that.
sued
Yeah.
from using the sample back
Yeah.
in 1991 when he did that album. I Need a Haircut,
Yeah, I know. He
and
got sued for that.
some R&B singer had to sue him because he used his sample.
That's why he came back with an album and said all samples cleared.
Yeah,
Yeah, he had another album after all that. All samples clear. Gotta be careful
yeah,
with the samples. Oh, Yorkie know how to change shit around though. That's one thing about your boy Yorkie, man. He
yeah.
real good at
Yorkie's one
that
of my
shit.
favorite rappers. A lot of there was one dude that had a diss Yorkie, but I wasn't really feeling it. Because I can't. Because when you're working with when you're working with a dope producer, you ain't got the audacity to diss them. You know what I'm saying? Because you're putting the pitfalls on your producer like he ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Yeah.
respect his craft. Listen. I've been recording. We're trying recording studios way before I met you. Way before.
Yeah,
I'm
I've been
thinking
doing
back to the
studios
early
since
2000s.
'86, man. '86. I think that was the first time I stepped into a studio, K Rock Studio. It was on
86.
Mount Eden.
I was like 9, 10 years old, man. I was a kid that time. I was still in school. I didn't know
I
how
never
rap
looked back,
was.
bro. Yeah, I never looked back. I
I
just
just
kept going.
started I just started learning how to rap in '89. I just started learning how to like rap, but it was hard. You know what I'm saying? It took
Yeah.
me a lot of time because I had to eat new words. I had to keep eating new words and put it in my lyrics,
Right.
from other people. Before there was social media, because I was watching a lot of crazy stuff, and people were saying all this like new words, and I like write them down with one of my lyrics that I'm doing. I've been writing my rhymes since 2002, 2003. I was getting it in. I just did a demo tape called The Almighty Funk Lord. That was my demo tape, like in 2002. I recorded. I started recording hip hop in '89 when I was in school. There was an unreleased record that I did called JB's Coming Through, but I
Okay.
karaoke it. It was a karaoke record, and that was one of my first hip hop records I ever put out. In my school days, in my high school days, in '89, I started rapping to the Jungle Brothers.
Oh
The
yeah,
guy
yeah,
made
yeah.
the
They still
original music.
around.
It sounded crazy. It had the horns and everything.
Oh yeah, I love them horn sections, man. You know, yeah, them horns is bad, man. I'm a big
I
fan
used a lot of
of
horns on one
live
of my
bands with
records
the
when I
horn
did Blow
section.
Up Your Whole Block. And I sampled the James Brown, the JB's
Okay,
record. The one that the ghetto boy used from mine. I sampled that record, Mind of a Lunatic, from the Ghetto Boys
right.
to do that record to blow up your whole block. That's a classic.
Yeah, but your
I
boy,
did a record called Jack the Rapper, and I did a record called My Time of My Life. I did I did so many records. I got a big ass catalog on my own platforms because
do you post some of your
back
songs
then I
on
had a Dat
Funkville?
Piff. Huh?
You post some of your songs from Funkville is Forever?
Yeah. They're all on all platforms. Funk Feels Forever. I did everything. I posted all my greatest hits. I
Right,
did it
okay.
all, and I put all the years on it when it was recorded. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I did that was one that was recorded back in 2010. It was called Funkful Arkham Asylum.
Okay.
But it was remastered. I had to remaster it because the original version didn't sound good, so I had to remaster it.
So you let Yorkie
I had to take the
master
songs.
it.
There was one song there was a couple of songs I wasn't really feeling that I ain't feel like putting on platforms like Killer White Rapper and Get Your effing Shine Box. I don't want to put those songs on Apple Music. I have those records, but I'm not putting them on all platforms. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna have to throw those records in the garbage.
Nah,
Those records are
you just
trash.
keep them in your archives. That's all. You don't throw them away. You just keep
Don't
them in
feel
your
like putting it on
archives.
Apple Music. Those records. The
Yeah,
ones that
you
I'm
know.
feeling, the ones that I'm really popping these days, I'm gonna put it on Apple Music. The ones that I'm not feeling, I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm not gonna put them on all
Yeah, I
platforms.
just put them in my vault. I just put them in the vault, man. I got unreleased songs. I'm not
Yeah,
throwing them away.
there's a lot
That's
of
my
unreleased shit
creativity. I'm not throwing my creativity away.
that I have recorded. I recorded my own hip hop on cassette tape. I was making demos. I was doing demos. I just did a record called Bronx Style back in 1996, and I recorded on a cassette tape over somebody's beat, and I wrote the rhymes down to it.
So you've
It
been
was
doing
only
it
a
for a
demo.
long
It was
time.
only my unreleased files. It was my own vaults that I recorded back in the day. I did a record called Up Against My Style. I did Hip Hop Fiend. I did Making Moves was my breakout record.
Right. Making
Making Moves,
moves.
the 90. But on the Funkful Dark Knight Rises, I got 30 tracks on there, and I did a record called Making Moves 2013. I did this record in 2012.
All right. All right.
I recorded in 2012. But but I did it over days doing Making Moves 2013 because I wrote that rhyme down back in 1995.
Okay.
I wrote that song in '95 called Making Moves. It's a J Funkadelic oldie record that I came out.
I got a lot of stuff from the Bad One Studio days. I'm gonna refurbish it and put it out on the
I've been
CD.
recording.
Yeah,
I've
you
been
know.
recording records on a karaoke before I went to the studio. Before there was no studio, I was doing only demo tapes.
Yeah.
And
That's
people
what a
wasn't
lot of
even
people were
buying my
doing. Yeah,
records because they
we
weren't
ain't have
feeling
no
them.
access, bro. We ain't have no big money to go on no Chung
No,
King
there was
and
no social media platform. Oh, I'm sorry. There was no
yeah.
social media platforms back then.
I
There was
know,
none.
right. Yeah.
Like back
I
in the
know.
early 2000s, there was no social media platforms. There was only websites. They
Yeah.
didn't have no Facebook, no Instagram. They didn't have no YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
That came later.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't none of that. Sorry to say, right?
Nah, nah.
Yeah, sorry to say,
You would
yeah,
have to
it was
watch
none of that.
cable.
We had to make do,
The
man.
cable
Yeah, we
vision
had
back
to
in the
make
day was
do.
on YouTube.
I got a lot of
The
dynamite tapes right
VCRs
up
was
in my
on
closet.
YouTube.
You know, I got a lot of dynamite tapes right up in when I used to go by Dynamite T. You know, I got my closet. I hold on to them because that's my work. I'm
You ever
not
heard of
throwing
the L
nothing away
Brothers?
that got my voice on it. You know.
I did a research on the L Brothers. You ever heard of the L Brothers back in
I
the day?
know them. I know Mean Gene. Yeah, I know them. I told you they used to live up the hill from me on Sheridan
There was a
Avenue.
wrestling announcer named Mean Gene, and he passed
Right, man.
away in
Yeah,
2019.
Mean Gene Oakland. Yeah. But I know the L brothers. Yeah, I know them. You know, when they was doing their thing, I was really in training. Not, I ain't gonna say in training. I was trying to find my way. I put it like that. You know, I
Yeah,
was doing shows and stuff too. But L brothers was rocking. They was doing their thing, and their name was ringing bells in the ghettos and
yeah,
stuff.
exactly,
I
brother.
was doing my thing. I was trying to find my way, bro. Like I said, because you got a lot of them motherfuckers from back in the day. They try to hold you back. They'll try to act
Yeah,
like you wasn't at certain events or you wasn't in certain time zones. That's why if you go on Facebook, you see the Cold Crush audition. I told a true story. You know, Grandmaster Cash told his
I've
story.
been knowing hip hop before the internet.
Yeah,
I've been
Charlie
reading
Chase told his
magazines,
story, and I
radio.
told
There
mine.
was radio, magazines, and like TV before social media was invented.
Yeah, but see, my point is you missing my point. A lot of them so-called pioneers are fake, bro. They
Yeah,
fake. They ego tripping, and a lot of them ain't got no music out now that can
no, they
compete with
don't.
the masses. They living off of yesterday. Yes, yes, y'all. To the beach, y'all. I'm such and such. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly.
What can you put out right now that can stand the test of time? What we doing right now, me and you, we making timeless music. Timeless music means you can play this shit 50, 60
Yeah.
years from now when we ain't here. And niggas gonna be rocking to it, I guarantee you.
Back in the early '80s and back in the early '80s when Run DMC and Public
Oh
Enemy
yeah, no, they
Beast
shook
Boys
it up. They
came
shook
out.
it up. Yeah, they
You know,
shook it up.
Cypress Hill was
DMC
rock and roll.
in the place to
They
be.
rock and roll with hip hop. Cypress Hill. You got to respect those guys.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. They made timeless music.
Even
So
House of Pain sampled rock records.
yeah,
There was a lot of rap. There was a lot
everybody.
of LL Cool J sampled rock records.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Everybody got their own influences. I came up watching the Mac,
Yeah,
Superfly,
but
Wood Dynamite,
I
cool
wasn't
ass
really big with
soundtracks,
Beach
man. So
Boys
my
back in
music
the
got a
day.
sound Cadillac, like just riding through the hood in the Cadillac, leaning back, and the bass is thumping. That's the type of rap music I like to make, man. I call it
Yeah,
90s vibes. That's what I call it. Niggas say, oh, you sound like them dudes from the 90s. Yeah, that's
yeah,
right. Yeah, I
exactly.
ain't trying to sound like y'all. Right. I'm glad you noticed that. Exactly. I'm not trying to do that pop rap and that mumble rap and all that other bullshit
No,
y'all
I
be
don't do
doing,
that.
drill and all that.
But
I ain't
sometimes,
from that ever.
even if I try to do mumble rap, I don't hardly want to do it because some of the
It's
times I'll
funny.
be saying the words too fast. Sometimes the words could be blurry, and I gotta keep doing it until I get it right.
Yeah, nah. I stick to what make rap great. I stick to those lanes, you know. Like
Yeah,
that don't say don't go chasing
I was
waterfalls.
lyrical on
Stick
that
to the
record called
currents
The
and the
Ghetto
rivers
Guard.
you used to.
I remember doing that record, the original version of Ghetto Guard, back in 2003. No, I'm sorry, 2004. I recorded the Ghetto Guard on Alton Avenue when Yorkie had a studio on Alton Avenue.
Yeah, right. He said he had a studio over there. Right? Yeah, he was telling me. Said he had his studio over there. He had
That's
his
why I
studio
recorded
for a
my
couple of
first
years.
album. That's when I recorded my first hip hop album, Rise to Funkville, the original one.
Right. Okay.
That album came out in 2004,
You got to keep putting your stuff out, bro, because new
and it had
dudes coming
11
out every day.
banging tracks. I did a record called How Many Mics I Rock. I did like the SmackDown records. I even did a rock remix album to Rise to Funkville 20th anniversary.
Right.
2 years ago, I came out with Rise to Funkville 20th anniversary rock remix edition, and I released it on 4th of July of 2024.
Okay. Just got to keep dropping your projects, man. When you're independent, you got to work 3 times harder than Nas or Jay-Z. I keep telling rappers that.
I
You
did a
can't
lot
put
of
out one album and
did a
think
lot
that
of
it's going to
research
blow
on a
up.
lot of hip hop when I was growing up. I did a lot of research because I was buying Word Up magazines, I was buying Rap Masters, I was buying Double XLs, I was buying The Source, I was buying Right On, and
Yeah.
so on and so on. You know what I'm saying?
I remember all those magazines. They gone now. Everything's digital now.
Yeah, because
Yeah, everything's digital.
because I have a lot of vinyl at my mom's house. I have too much vinyl at my mom's house. I got a lot of I got more cassettes and CDs than my vinyl days. Because I used to go to Fordham Road in on the record store down the basement in Fordham Road, and I was purchasing all vinyl, like underground vinyl.
You got
When
vinyl in the crib
when
still?
DJ Eclipse was playing records on WNYU before
Yeah.
he had the Raps Out of Control show.
Yeah, the Awesome 2. That was my dude, the Awesome 2.
Awesome too.
The
Super Rock with
Awesome
Mr.
2.
Magic on BLS.
What's the
And then
other
it was
dude's
Red
name?
Alert and Molly Mall, and yeah, Chuck Chill Out.
I forgot the other cat name. He was cool too, man. He had 98.1.
Ninety
You
eight
see
point
that?
seven Kiss FM. Red Alert.
No.
Mike Shannon.
This is an
Chuck
underground
McLeod.
station. I'm gonna tell you the guy's name in a minute. It'll come to me, but he was bad.
Dom Levy,
Yeah.
rocking you on Saturday nights.
And what's
Playing
that
all that
again? Jim
reggae.
Brownski. A lot of them dudes
Yeah,
faded into
Red
obscurity.
Alert was popping back in the day. He played all
Yeah.
that good stuff, Red Alert.
Yeah.
Like in the late 80s and
You know where
early
you
and
can find?
mid
I'm gonna tell you.
90s and late 90s.
I'm gonna tell you where you can find.
Red
I'm gonna tell
Alert
you
is
where
a
you can
DJ
find Red
that I
Alert.
love.
Red Alert be on 100 let me see, 13th. I think that's Manhattan Avenue. He be out there on the corner with a lot of dudes. We passed there one night. He was standing out there. My man
He's
knew
a
him.
mentor. He's my DJ mentor. And Mr. Magic and Mr. C. Funk Flex is a mentor DJ. Because I remember
Yeah.
listening to Funk Master Flex on WBLX before it was on Hot 97.
My man Wiz stepped to him about that name, bro. Wiz stepped to him, bro.
Yeah.
My man Funk Master, he's told, he had to let the man know you're not the original Funk Master. Only Funk Master I know is Funk Master Wiz, bro. It was no Funk Master Flex
I
nowhere
must
on the
have
map,
heard him,
man.
before I even met you, Funk Master was the Wiz.
Yeah, that's
You know
my
what I'm saying?
dude,
But,
man. That's the dude
bring everything up to date.
that pulled me up into the
all the
game.
hip-hop history. You know what I'm saying? We've been like hip hop historians, like being a. I'm really like down to be a hip hop journalist.
Yeah. You remember the Jerry curls? Everybody was watching Jerry curls.
He said, listen, when Joski Love did the Pee Wee dance.
Yeah, that was a cool song. It was a cool song at that time.
That record called Tequila.
Yeah, it was knocking. Get busy, y'all, busy, y'all.
He sampled that from Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah, I know.
With the jukebox.
But in them days, dude, you had to do what you had to do, man. We ain't got this central tools that we got now. Now it's so much different stuff. How you can put a record out, how you can make a record, how you can record a record. It's like astronomical, dude. You know what I'm saying? And I was at the forefront when I seen that the industry didn't have these tools. Yep.
He used to be on the Joe and Jada podcast. Well, you got to be known to be on the Joe and Jada.
How you get on? How you get on?
Celebrities that been on that podcast.
How you get on their podcast? You know anybody that can get us on there?
Yeah. You got to be known to be on one of them shows.
That's why I don't do that. I give everybody a chance. I'm like the murder dog. I'm like my podcast.
I was on Fat Joe's podcast back in 2020 when they had the pandemic. I came out with an album. I came out with an unreleased album called The Funkable Pandemic. And it has 17 tracks on there. And I was rhyming about the coronavirus. Because once Fred the Godson passed away, I was going through a lot of depression. I felt like I wanted to jump out the window.
No, don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
All the cops on me.
Parachutes are expensive. Don't do that.
No. My mind, I had to stay in St. Barnabas I had to spend a night in St. Barnabas Hospital because of what happened to my man Fred the Godson.
Yeah. But would he jump out the window for you? Ask yourself that question. Would he do that for you?
It felt like I got hit by a brick when Fred the Godson passed away.
Hey, man. Things happen, bro.
I was very devastated when he died. I was devastated.
The thing is, you got to keep the focus on you.
I was looking to do a rap album with Fred the Godson before he passed away. I was looking to do a real record with Fred the Godson. I had his number before he died. I had his number. He gave it to me the time when he was at SOBs, when he turned the place out with Jock Quay and Fatboy Izzo. I know people like that. Fatboy Izzo knows me. I know Fred the Godson's whole family.
Okay. So what you think about Master?
I know his wife. I know his mom. I know everybody. I know his whole family. I've been to one of his cookouts one 4th of July, and then he said, "Oh, don't laugh. This brother could spit." I'm like, hell yeah, you know I could spit. Because Fred the Godson, he was my little brother. He was my little brother. I called him my blood brother. Because we were like
everybody got their favorites,
like the Bronx
bro.
Mega Powers. Like I was Hulk Hogan, he was the Macho Man.
Right. Everybody got their favorites, bro. Some people like Jazz, some people like No Limit. Some people like C Murder. Everybody got their own cannabis.
Pop group called the Bronx Squad Click. I came out with a hip hop group named the Bronx Squad Click, and I want to put everybody, like all the Bronx rappers, on there to be down with the Bronx Squad Click, like P, Peso, or like all those dudes. Even if I would have did like a hip hop group like when Hulk Hogan invented the NWO with the time that he was in WCW, that he body slammed the Macho Man and the Outsiders like bigged them up, and then he came out with the New World Order. I want to do something like that. What Hogan did, you know what I'm saying? When I wanted to get Fred the Godson and Fat Boy Izzo, one of my records. My favorite Fat Boy Izzo record is My Niggas Don't Ride. My Niggas with that beat is hard right there. That shit's fire. That song, and he put his brother on the record.
Right. I
The
mean, like
Fred the
I said,
Godson
everybody
is the
got their
spirit.
favorites, bro.
Yeah.
I
My
fuck
Uncle
with No
Gary got me
Limit, bro.
into hip hop. Rest in peace to my Uncle Gary. He got me into hip hop for real.
Yeah, I fuck with
Uncle
No
Gary
Limit, dude.
got me into hip hop.
I'm a No
If it
Limit. I'm a
wasn't
No
for my
Limit
uncle,
rider for life,
I would
bro.
never knew about hip hop if it wasn't my uncle. But he died in 2016 over sugar diabetes.
Right.
Look, Uncle Gary got me into hip hop because he was down with it, and it stuck with me after he passed. His legacy lives on. My uncle,
Yeah,
he
you just
looked
keep
just
them
like
in your
me, but he
keep
wasn't
them in
wearing
your
no
memory.
glasses.
Keep them in your prayers, bro.
He wasn't wearing no glasses. When I take my glasses off, my Aunt Brenda be getting real depressed. But my Aunt Brenda lives in Florida. She lives in like Florida, Miami, and she lost all her kids.
Wow. Damn,
She
sorry to
lost
hear
all her
that.
kids. She lost 3 kids in her family,
Wow.
and the father she lost.
Yeah. My
My
condolences
uncle
go
used
out
to
to that
date my
lady,
Aunt
man.
Brenda back in the day. I remember. I remember. I remember seeing Aunt Brenda. The first time I ever met my Aunt Brenda was 1988 when I was in Nathan's in Central Avenue, and Uncle Gary introduced me to my new aunt. She was my aunt then. I remember going to her engaged party in a restaurant in Morris Park, and they had the matches that said Brenda and Gary. That was my aunt and uncle. I lost one aunt. The only aunt that I have now is Brenda, but she lives in Florida. She lives in Miami, Florida.
Oh yeah, that's way down the turnpike. That's way down I-95.
Hell
By
yeah.
bus, that's a haul.
I
That's a
haven't been to
ride.
Florida like in 41 years. I haven't been to Miami, Florida in 41 years.
I wasn't near there. My sister lived in
The only
Georgia,
time I
so
went to Florida was my cousins and me went to Walt Disney World. But back in the day, back in the past, like in the 80s, I was young, wild, and crazy. I was young, wild, and crazy back in the past.
right. Gotta slow down. When you get older, you get wiser, bro. You slow
Yeah,
down.
but my parents taught me a lot over the years about behaving. I had
Yeah.
altercations with my parents back in the past. You know what I'm saying? I've been having a lot of crazy altercations with my mother and father, but I learned from that. Every time they used to feed me punishment, they never gave me nothing. And I felt bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to be hospitalized. I was hospitalized many times because the medications that I was taking on, the drugs I was on, got me very sick.
That's
It
your
was
house
making
right
my
there?
mind very sick. I was overeating. One time I weighed like 300 pounds.
Nah,
From
I
eating,
ain't
I
healthy,
used to
bro.
take Abilify, and I used to have sleep apnea. One of the medications that I took caused me to get diabetes. It caused it. One of the
You,
doctors put me on some pills to make me cause to get diabetes.
you just gotta eat healthy, man. When you got
Yeah,
you're
I got it.
diabetic.
Yeah, my
Gotta
mother and
watch
father
what
be
you
telling me
eat.
that all the time. They've
Can't
been
eat
telling me this for
pizza,
years. My
white
mother and father
bread,
tells me
white
to eat
rice, and
fish,
all that stuff. You gotta
chicken.
leave all that stuff
Nah,
alone.
well, rice is good, but I'm having a
Nah,
lot.
white rice
My
turn to
parents
sugar,
be
bro.
making me good
You gotta
food.
eat brown rice, bro. You cannot eat
You
white
gotta
rice.
try my mom's salad. You would love her salad. Healthy. She puts oil and vinegar on there with all the ingredients. She makes it so
Ah,
good. Oh my God. She makes it so good, the salad. I
yeah, I
was
believe you.
dogging that shit. I was dogging her salad.
That's
Dogging it.
your house? That's your mother house
I
right there?
was
Where
eating
you
it
at?
like a pit bull.
Huh? Is that your
I was
house?
eating the salad like a pit bull.
Who house is that?
My mom's house.
Oh, that's a nice house.
Yeah. This is where my mom lives at.
okay, cool.
I got my own room in my mom's house, but
I know, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't sleep in my mom's house. I slept there back in the day. I slept there
Okay.
back. I want to show you my room.
God.
I want to show you my room, bro. Because I'm tired of staying outside. I'm gonna show you my dungeon. It looks like Rap City, the basement. I'm gonna show you my room right now.
It looks like Rap City.
Yeah, I gotta have it. It's upstairs on one flight. I gotta walk upstairs to my room.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a nice house.
Yeah, I can see that.
Look at the TV my mom got. Look how big that TV is.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
70 inches, right? That's a 70-inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like 70 inches.
Inch. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the last TV they're gonna be having. That's a big ass TV they got. It costs like $4,000.
Wow. Jeez.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you my room right now, bro. We're gonna do the podcast in my room before you'll end it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta end sometime.
Right
Yeah. Yeah. You gonna put this up on Facebook?
YouTube.
Oh, where can I find it? Huh?
This is my room. You're gonna find it on YouTube, my channel.
What's your channel though, bro?
Topic. Yeah.
Your channel is Funkadelic.
Oh, wait, she shut the light. Give me a second. She shut the light. Yeah. See if this works. Yeah, this room is crazy. I pimped out the whole room. I got all like every. How my room look?
It looks nice though. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very well kept too.
I got the
See a lot of hip hop replicas. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is before social media. The cassette.
Right.
I even got the vinyls. Real vinyl.
Vinyl's coming back, bro. Yeah, vinyl made a comeback. That's beautiful though. Vinyl's back. Vinyl's back,
Remember
bro.
Sons of Man? Remember this?
What that?
Remember Sons of Man?
Yeah, I remember them. Yeah. King Son, and there's a lot of them dudes that did that style of rap.
These are my rhymes I wrote
Recently.
I got my rhyme book right here in this box. I got books. Remember when Fat Joe said he got Punk's rhyme book?
Yeah, I heard him say. Is that true though? Or he just
this right here. This right here is my rhyme book. It's too heavy. Hold on.
What that kid name said he wrote a lot of his stuff.
Right here. This is my rhyme storage.
What's that kid name that said he?
All the lyrics I wrote down over the years, going to the studio. All of them. All written by me. Okay? No one had the bite. Nobody else.
Yeah, I don't need a ghostwriter. I never needed a ghostwriter. Never will. I never did. Never needed a ghostwriter. I don't need no damn ghostwriter.
Right now, I don't need no ghostwriter either.
I don't need no ghostwriter.
I am the ghostwriter.
Yeah, exactly. I am the ghostwriter.
The head to the pad of paper. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what's hip hop longevity? This book right here, The Gospel of Hip Hop by KRS-One.
Yeah.
You gotta take a look at this book.
Nice book. Cool.
Yeah, The Gospel of Hip Hop. I got this one. Hold on. I got this one.
Yeah.
Hip Hop History.
Yeah. Wow.
I got a lot of books. I even got this one.
Who wrote that? Is that Chevy Sher?
That's Trina.
Oh, she was a girl.
She signed the autograph. Look at her autograph.
Right, I see it.
Yeah. I got mad love for people, man. I even got this too.
Okay, yeah, I seen that in the stores. Yeah.
Yeah, you got this book?
No, but I've seen it in the store. I could have brought it, but I got a lot of books I'm trying to get rid of. I got books. I got,
encyclopedia.
Yeah, I got books on the business, how to be a producer.
That's a big ass book. Let me show you something. I got the Grandmaster Caz. The Grandmaster Caz book.
Okay. You got anything on Funk Master Wiz?
Nah.
You got to get some Funk Master Wiz memorabilia, brother.
Yeah, the Chuck D.
Right,
Chuck
yeah.
D book, Sons of Ham.
Chuck D was dope, man. Chuck D, you know, he had a good vibe with him about his style and everything. It was
This
like Black
book I
Panther,
really like.
militant.
Shot you.
Yeah, you ain't got no Master P in there?
Yeah.
P
I
Dog.
think so.
P
I got this
Dog.
book
That's my
last
dude.
a couple of years ago. I had this book,
Yeah.
the Rock the Bells book, the Streets of L Cool J's book.
Okay.
Yeah, because he has the Rock the Bells radio. Yeah, this book I got recently.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a whole collection of books.
But why you don't take them where you live at? Somebody might steal them?
I live on Eastchester Road. I'm near Pelham Gardens.
Yeah, I know where that's at. Yeah. Yeah.
You take the 12 bus straight there, you get off Stillwell Avenue.
Right.
There, bro.
Yeah. I know the area.
I even got this CD. People are sleeping on these guys. We don't even play these on the radio no more.
Who that?
Public Enemy.
Oh yeah, Public Enemy still around though. Yeah, they still around.
Yeah,
I mean,
they came out with an album last year. They came out with other album, and this one I was playing.
Yeah, they not on a major label no more.
No, they used to be on Def Jam. You remember Ice-T's rock group?
I remember them. Yeah, Body Count. Yeah.
All right, brother. Nice talking to you, man.
All right, peace, man. We'll do this again, man.
Brother.
All right, peace.
One love. See you soon.
All right.